What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I'm Michigan Sports Talk here. In this one, we're going to be talking about Michigan and Jim Harbaugh implementing the Beat Georgia drill. Also, JJ McCarthy talks about his goals. Michigan also just hired a new coach to the recruiting department. Michigan is also set to land some commitments here, including one who will be deciding in just a couple hours. It's all going to be in this video and more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so we got quite a bit to talk about in this video, so make sure you guys go ahead and stick around for the entire video to stay caught up on the latest news and updates. But I first want to talk about Michigan and Jim Harbaugh implementing the Beat Georgia drill. Obviously, Michigan in 2021 implemented the Beat Ohio drill, which was a 9-on-7 period in practice. And after doing that, Michigan has now beaten the Buckeyes 2 years in a row. And according to Bruce Feldman of Fox Sports and The Athletic, Michigan has reportedly implemented a Beat Georgia period in their practices. So let me know what you guys think about this. I think it's really cool. Georgia is the most dominant team in all of college football right now, and Michigan's goal is to win a national championship this upcoming season. But I personally love that Jim Harbaugh is adding this Beat Georgia drill to practices. You know, if you want to win a national championship, you gotta beat the best and you gotta prepare against the best. You have to prepare for teams to give it their best game against you. So I love this. Jim Harbaugh knows that this Michigan team is probably his most talented Michigan team that he has, and they are coming for it all next season. Next thing I want to talk about is JJ McCarthy, as he talks about his top 2 goals. McCarthy told ESPN that his ultimate goal is to win it all. He said, "I have a lot of goals. We have a lot of goals, but it's to bring a national championship to Ann Arbor." He said that the pain that he felt from the game against TCU is still driving him today. He obviously threw 2 pick sixes against TCU, and Michigan lost by 6 points and really could have gotten to the national championship. Now, me personally, I think Michigan was the better team out of TCU. 9 out of 10 times, Michigan is going to win that game. However, they just did not play their best game. TCU came out and played their best possible game, and Michigan just had way too many mistakes in that game. Still gave themselves a fighting chance though, but McCarthy said that my 1A goal is to bring a national championship to Ann Arbor, and he said his 1B goal is to never lose to Ohio State. He said, "We just got to keep pushing and growing in every aspect, and we'll be where we want to be by November 25th. Football season right around the corner. It's going to be here before we know it, and I can't wait to see JJ McCarthy go out there after a full off-season of preparation." But like I said again, Michigan coming for it all next season. Can't wait. And now the next thing I want to talk about is Michigan adding a new coach to their coaching staff, as Sam Popper announced on Twitter, saying, "It was always a dream of mine to come back to Michigan." He said, "I'll work hard and give everything I have back to a place that has given me so much to me." But now Popper looks like he is returning to Ann Arbor to be the new assistant director of recruiting for Michigan football. Obviously, Michigan hired Shemi Schembechler for that position. However, that obviously did not pan out too good for Michigan, as there was problems with him on Twitter, and Michigan ultimately had to get rid of him. Now, Popper did work with the Wolverines recruiting department for several years. He departed in 2019, where he served as the assistant director of recruiting for Oregon, and then he was the director of player personnel at Akron, and then accepted the director of recruiting position at Memphis, a role that he has been serving since February. But now he's coming back to Michigan. Bryce Marich, a Michigan insider on Twitter, said that it is a big addition to the recruiting department for Michigan, and he said, "I remember players and families raving to me about him following their visit to campus." So it seems like a big pickup for Michigan. But now I want to talk about Jeremiah Beasley. I'm sure you guys already know now, but he is committing today at 7 p.m. The 2024 4-star linebacker from Belleville, Michigan, ranked 237th nationally on 24/7 Sports rankings, ranked 319th nationally on 24/7 Sports composite rankings. But right now, Michigan has 8 crystal ball predictions going in their favor, including 4 of them from Michigan State insiders. So it looks like Michigan has it all locked up basically. He's actually set to announce his commitment at 6 p.m. Eastern time today. So a big commitment coming soon later today. And I also wanted to talk about a couple more commitments coming up here. David Powell, the 3-star defensive lineman, he's set to make his decision on July 1st. However, it seems like Michigan isn't going to be getting a prediction in from him, as a couple of Michigan insiders have already changed and flipped their crystal balls to USC. So don't expect a commitment from David Powell to Michigan. However, on June 30th, the 4-star offensive tackle Michael Uwini is set to make his decision. He's ranked 127th nationally on 24/7 Sports composite rankings, and Michigan currently has 2 crystal ball predictions going in their favor, and he's actually going to be making his decision from his top 3, which consists of Michigan, Georgia, and Alabama. So it would be huge to land him over both Georgia and Alabama. But another guy is the 4-star edge Elias Rudolph. He'll be making his decision on July 3rd. Michigan has crystal ball predictions going in his favor. They currently lead. And now on July 4th, the big 4-star cornerback Aaron Scott is expected to make his commitment on July 4th. We'll see if that changes. However, according to On3 and the Wolverine, that is his timeline, somewhere around July 4th. Then on July 16th, the 4-star wide receiver Jordan Shipp makes his decision. Michigan has 3 crystal ball predictions going in their favor. So those are some commitment dates coming up for Michigan targets. But now let's go ahead and get back to what some Michigan players are saying ahead of the season. We'll start with Jalen Harrell. As Harrell told On3 and the Wolverine that the edge room, we kind of stay quiet, but we got a lot of guys this year. He said we have a lot of real ammunition, and he said we're coming for everything this year. Harrell also talked about other edges like Braden McGregor. He said he's definitely growing. He's got more confidence now, and he said Braden is going to have a big year. And then the Coastal Carolina transfer Josiah Stewart, he said Stu is definitely going to have a big impact. Stu is a great addition to our room for sure. Michigan also has Derek Moore, the sophomore edge. Tons of talent at the edge position right now for Michigan. Harrell also spoke about Michigan being 0-2 in the playoffs. He said we are 0-2 in the playoffs so far. He said what it's going to take to get to that next step is just being dialed in with everything we do. He said we just take it a day at a time, workout after workout, chipping away until we get to the season and just unleash on everybody that we see and face. And the last thing I'll talk about in this video is Jim Harbaugh, as he spoke to the Michigan Insider about picking up the commitment from the transfer UMass cornerback Josh Wallace. He said he'll definitely have the license and he's got the ability to compete for a starting spot. He said you can't have enough good players. Let me know in the comment section down below who you guys want to see at that starting cornerback position beside Will Johnson. But Josh Wallace, he's coming in with a ton of experience, and Michigan and Jim Harbaugh, they're going to start the best players. But other than that, that is going to wrap up today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead, drop a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more if you are new around here. I greatly appreciate it. We'll hopefully see you guys in a couple hours here after Jeremiah Beasley chooses Michigan. Hopefully that's the case. But other than that, we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.